Alright, hello. I'm just gonna make a quick video on every Koth map all-class jump that I know. And I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope it's informative. So the first jump is getting on that thing. I mean, it's obvious that you can just do this. There's that little ledge poking out. So the first all-class jump that we'll be doing is when you're escaping, strafing onto here. Or if you want to attack from behind as a spy, it's pretty effective. Sorry, bird bites are adorable. And then you can jump off this railing and land on here. It's a pretty good spy spot too to uncloak and drop down on people, but it's also just good as any class. Plus it can be really weird to see a heavy up here.
Thank you. Kiss me.
I don't think cheats are enabled right now, so it makes it perfectly clear, and I'm also being a heavy, that all these jumps really are available for every class. There are classes that obviously go slower than a Gru heavy, but they have jumping mechanics called Soldier and Demo Man. So you've got that, you can jump on these rocks. That's what they're there for. They're meant to be used. There's also, you see a ledge poking out, and you can go, oh, look at this. Now, this jump, you could do it by holding forward and pressing the A key, so WA, but one of the most important things that you're going to need for a lot of these jumps is a knowledge of how to air strafe, which is where you press W to go forward, and as soon as you leave the ground, instead of holding W, which will make you have to turn like that, you use A and D and turn your mouse slowly. So if I did that same turn holding the W, nothing would happen. But if I do that turn holding that key, I can do these sharp things without having to go crazy like that. This allows for a lot more accurate and visible control of your movements, and then doing jumping and crouching. You can get all over the place. Anyways, there's not that much to do on Badlands for every class, but those two jumps are particularly useful for me. Let's go to the next one. I apologize, I just noticed my fan was in my microphone. So here's Harvest. This has a couple good jumps that not everybody knows, despite how much people play it. That usually happens when people don't try to explore or come up with new ideas. This is a great jump. I love this, especially as a spy or as a heavy. Getting up here as a heavy and then just like poking to death all the people on the point surprises the heck out of them. Also, being right on here and Rancho relaxing is pretty funny too. So at the very start of the round, everyone else is jumping about, soldiers are getting on that roof. You can use the Buffalo Stake and the Fist of Steel too and just start punching out all the soldiers who try to get on here. Which I find, I just love people's reactions. Then as an engineer, or as any class for that matter, getting up here is a big deal. So you can put a teleporter right here. As you can see, nobody can see it at all unless they jump and start looking. Which they won't, as long as you're sneaky with it. Especially a teleporter exit from a Eureka effect. That should be pretty much... Oh wait, no, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. It's not a big deal, but it's helpful for spies, and it's also really funny as a heavy, being on this chimney. People will see your gun stick out, so don't use an Australian Tommy saw if you don't want attention. That should be it for this map. Next one. Alright. King has quite a few nice maps. I'm going to turn on cheats for a second and just get past this waiting time by fast forwarding there. I fast forwarded the game, not the video. Alright, so now we're going to go to those jumps. There's obviously this spy move a lot of people do. That's pretty useful, but it can get you killed. There's another one over here.
5, 4, 3.
Jumping up on these.
1. Control point
And
enabled.
I've got my more particular favorite set of jumps. She can either go down here, up over here, onto this. There's so many different routes to go. You can jump on here. You could jump on here. Look, you don't even need the Gru to get on top of that. There we go. You can jump on the bus. Jump over here. Oh, this works as sniper too. Sorry, I missed the jump. I am quite nervous, and I apologize if that comes through my voice at all. And up on here. The top. Oop, I messed it up. But whatever, you see the point. Yeah. And then after you get on top of that, you can take it another step further. This is usually what I do when I'm being sandwich heavy, is I find little crazy spots to eat sandwiches in. Ooh, it's actually a lot easier on this side of the map. On the other side of the map, this metal connection's actually over here, so you can risk falling into a little gap instead of landing on it. Oh, that's a nice spot. Now I'm going to show you the other thing, which can be done on either side of the map too. You can jump on top of here and over here, or even more easy, you can just jump from here to over here. And doing these kind of jumps can give you a lot of 3D maneuverability when you're trying to fight all sorts of classes. 3D movement makes a huge difference in a fight. I think that's it for Koth King. I mean, there's more jumps for all the different classes, but this is just about the jumps that any class can do. Contrary to most people's what most people might think, Lakeside. Sorry, I just had a bunch of pop. Lakeside actually does have a lot of all-class jumps. It's a pretty great map. You can get on top of here, jump over here, if I can make it. There we go. Up. Oh. Messed it up.
5, 3, 2, 1. Control point enabled. Get going.
Yes. Got it. Totally pointless. Could be great for a spy or a sniper though. Convenient spot for a spy to kill. Sniper might walk along that way. A soldier jumps up here. People going through that way. It gives you a lot of options and a safe position to do them from. Then there's jumping up here. Jumping on this. And there's an invisible platform right here. So you can get up pretty high. Put your spray somewhere up here for no good reason. I don't know if I can make this jump or not. Nope. But you can get on top of that. And any of those little squares, there's no invisible barrier stopping you from getting inside them. It's just rather difficult. Requires some pixel perfection. But
All of you are dancing babies!
your head can go right through the roof if you're taunting. I think, no, wait, there's a little bit more. Nothing too fancy, but it helps. When you're jumping back and forth between these, and then you can also get on top of this if your timing is better than mine. There we go. Hide around here to eat your sandwiches.
Thank you!
Having lots of trick jumps is a big deal for heavies, and you can heal yourself if you don't have a medic without too much fear of people attacking. I think that's it for this map, so I'll move on. Alright, Nucleus. This has got quite a few things you can do. Simple strafe jumps like around here, big deal in a fight. I love trying to spawn camp people from these boxes, although someone every now and again realizes they can shoot through there. You can jump on those railings, which is also a big deal when getting around or trying to take paths that people aren't going to predict. You can get up here. I'm only not using the GRU for these. You don't always need the GRU, or the bread fists in my case, for everything. I'm using the Holiday Punch for a particular reason that you're about to see. You're going to like this, I think. Okay. The Return of Bob. Alright. So all the time I'll catch snipers up here who, you know, they could be crouching. And unfortunately for them, that means that you now have this available to you. Make you kill them. And now you're heavy up here, which is ridiculous and always makes people go, how the heck? How? And then if there isn't one, you could get lucky by corner peeking around here. They don't have much of a window to make people laugh, and if they're laughing under this light, it'll be a big issue. But if you're lucky, you'll get somebody to giggle in the right position. and then just blast them away. Or you'll find somebody who'll help you, or you'll have a friend. Well, let's see. Every class can actually make this jump. Let me actually get my crew so I can demonstrate it. I might mess it up though, so on the off chance that I do that, I'm going to disable respawn times. Keep rid of my red fists. Oh, this is a hell of a jump. It's stressful and it requires strafing. There we go. Oh my gosh. I have about a heart attack every time I do that in a game, but sometimes I have no choice but to take the risk. I usually opt for waiting until I can get to a closer jump like that around the corner. But on some emergency situations where I just don't have the health, I'll make that massive leap over to the health kit. It has saved my butt quite a number of times. Also, running around here helps too. But be careful. You could easily just slip right off. I'm sorry for saying so much. It's that awkward silence thing that I should try to correct. Nice. I think that's it for this map, so I'll move on.